It's a double downer for Tesla as shares tank on two major Wall Street downgrades. Shares down almost 4%. Morgan Stanley dropping Tesla to underweight and lowering the price target to $650. Goldman Sachs cutting Tesla to neutral, but raising its price target to $950. So, is Tesla losing its charge here? Bonawyn, what's your take on this one? This is a favorite name of the fast money traders.
Indeed it is. I think one thing to keep in mind is that on both calls, both Morgan Stanley and Goldman's, they still maintain long-term constructive outlooks on the stock. Keep in mind, again, this is a growth story with unprecedented volatility. Anytime you have headwinds, it should be taken into account. And on the Sino-US trade deal, you pretty much have dynamics that are going to be affected on both the supply and demand side. I think they're talking about how margins might be compressed, price cuts, whether or not those dynamics are going to have a bit more volatility in the short term. But long term, again, reiterating that they both seem to be constructive on the stock. As I said before about the general market, I think a bit of a pullback, sideways trading, consolidation is actually a good thing. And I think they're kind of echoing that going forward.
Mr. Khouw, you look pretty good behind the wheel of your Tesla. Are you going to put your money where your mouth is? You think this is going back up to 1,000 before it goes down to 800? What do you make of these calls?
Yeah, so the interesting thing here is that if you're looking at these companies from fundamental valuation perspective, it's pretty tough, right? Because you compare the valuation of Tesla to, say, a Ford or something, it looks pretty stretched. But here's the thing. I would actually compare it more to something like Nikola, which doesn't have any revenues. And if I look at those two, which one would I rather own? Tesla actually has proven that they can release good products that people want to buy. And, you know, I look at it from a valuation perspective. I think Nikola is expensive and Tesla is cheap if I'm just comparing those two. So of the two, if I was going to have a pair, I'd be long Tesla, short Nikola. But you have to do it versus options because there's already a 13.5% short interest in that one.